We're delighted you could join us. Welcome to JW Broadcasting for December 2021.
Was that really Kenneth Flodin trying to look excited? Not that he pulled it off, but can we give him an A for effort? You may disagree, but I'll tell you why. Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of Watchtower Examination. We all are unique persons, and of course, that is beyond acceptable. So there is nothing wrong with Kenneth Flodin being one of the most expressionless speakers owned by the Watchtower organization. It was therefore quite odd to see the poor fellow trying to look excited. Obviously, it was an act for the camera. After all, the Jehovah's Witnesses have been getting some depressing messages in recent times, like in the last two JW broadcasts. So I guess they decided to brighten up things this month with some good news presented in as cheerful a manner as possible.
Welcome to JW Broadcasting for December 2021.
Obviously, it is speculation on my part that they may have tried that a few times with that Flodin act at the beginning. Who knows? The man is a natural, right? So he probably got it right the first time, right? One never knows. But here's why I personally imagine this must have been a tough act for Flodin to pull off. First clue, he did not quite pull it off. His attempt to look excited or charismatic fell flat, my opinion. You can spot a bad actor when you see one.
We're delighted you could join us.
Secondly, the poor fellow knows the news he should deliver in excited fashion. It's like being on a debate team. You get a moot you disagree with, but you must find arguments to support it because the point of a debate is to impress the judges with your ability to make a case, present impressively, and respectfully rebut your opponents. So Flodin must find a way to present the bad news in a good way.
The bad news in a good way. Yes, I can do that. Yes, bad news in a good way. Yeah. Well, here goes. Wait till you hear this.
The Watchtower Bible School of Gilead has now completed 150 classes. This certainly is a theocratic milestone made possible with Jehovah's help. This 150th class was a little different. There were only 24 students, which is much less than usual. And because of travel restrictions based on the COVID-19 pandemic, all are citizens of the United States.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a competition between my church and the Watchtower, but seriously. When I heard that, I shook my head and rolled my eyes in pity at the silly things they believe Jehovah helped them achieve. They claim the governing body of Jehovah's Witnesses was appointed by Jesus in 1919. Funny, the SDA University in Jamaica was founded in 1919. How many graduations they've had since then? They do 2 annually. How many graduates? Even in the age of COVID, hundreds. Now here is Flodin, tasked with presenting bad news in a good way, trying to impress 8.4 million Jehovah's Witnesses that only 25 of them,
there were only 24 students,
could graduate from the Grand Missionary School in 2021. I guess the witnesses must be pretty impressed. Anyhow, I promise not to interrupt the bad news in a good way again until he's done.
Though this group was different than in years past, the goal remained the same: to strengthen their faith so that they can strengthen others wherever they are assigned. The graduation program helped the students to focus on key points they will benefit from on into the future. Please enjoy part 1 of the graduation that was held on Saturday, September 11, 2021, at the Watchtower Educational Center in Paterson, New York.
That's all, folks. He's done with the intro. But I'm happy for him. Phase 1 of the ordeal is dusted and put up. This is the organization that makes Jehovah's Witnesses get excited at the news that they were teaching a falsehood door to door to people, some of them for all of their lives, and get them excited about it by calling it New Light. This is the organization that makes Jehovah's Witnesses tell you they don't want to go to heaven. This is the organization that is trying to make their awfully dwindling numbers look like nothing to be concerned about. It matters not that this is the age of COVID-19. International travel is still possible. I have friends who are currently visiting the United States. By the same token, I have friends who live abroad who recently came home to Jamaica to visit and are back abroad. And universities, including Christian ones, are still graduating hundreds. To tell Jehovah's Witnesses they are only graduating 25 because of COVID-19 and travel restrictions is lame. They just don't seem to remember things they say in the past. But obviously, Jehovah's Witnesses apparently do not either.
Many congregations are reporting record attendances at our virtual congregation meetings. Inactive ones are returning to Jehovah, and how we thank God for that. Our memorial attendance for 2021 reached an all-time peak of 21 million.
The only thing they apparently could not do with Jehovah's help is arrange online classes and an online graduation for more than 25 Gilead students. And is David Splain speaking the truth anyway? For it would be something ironically interesting to boast about a record number of people who witnessed Jehovah's Witnesses rejecting the body and blood of Jesus. Oh, I forgot. I watched the memorial. That part was not shown. So guess who was among those statistics? Critics like myself of the organization who were not the least bit impressed. So much for the numbers. So they can get millions to attend an online memorial service. But in the end, with all of Jehovah's guidance and Jehovah's blessings, they could only manage a graduation for a whopping 25 students.
There were only 24 students.
What a great achievement. What an awesome Jehovah they serve. And what a bunch of jokers these people are. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, hitting the bell, so you will be notified when new content is uploaded. Until the next video, please take good care of yourself.